quick video to those who are involved in my real estate information programs that I've been putting out, or I've really just been sending links to certain individuals. The links and the information that I'm sending out is designed to give you steps, the easiest step. There's millions of links that's out there, but I only send the necessary go-to links that should be help someone out more easily. You could be a doctor, and you have certain doctors specialize, and you got the ear, nose, and throat doctor, you got the foot doctor, you got the eye doctor, you got dentists. It's all dealing with the body, but they all studying a specific study than dealing with the body. Well, real estate is similar. There's a lot of techniques and a lot of ways that a person can use things to acquire a property. But there are some easy go-to ones that you can go to that wouldn't be as bad. So my job is going through, straining through all the information. Now, why I chose those in particular links that I sent you all? Well, let me start in my story. Basically, I took some classes. It was a 3-day class under the Rich Dad, Poor Dad series. I saw a speaker at the McCormick Place. And the reason why I went to the McCormick Place that day for the speaker, because it was a lot of speakers, and it was a motivational program. And Les Brown, who I'm a fan of, was one of the motivational speakers. And that's because I met Les Brown through going to my mother's church, Christ Universal Temple, where they always have motivational speakers there. And throughout the course of the day of this program, before Les Brown even got up, they had different people making presentations about ways of making money. One was a person teaching people how to buy and sell things out of their house on the eBay and how he got rich. Another person was a person selling, stock, showing you how to trade penny shares of stock and things of that nature, how you can invest on small levels. Then there was this one person that started talking about real estate. Real estate has always been on my mind because on 2 separate occasions, the first big occasion was how we lost our grandmother's house during the financial crisis, the real estate crisis that happened between 2007 and 2009. I thought we was just unlucky and we were just put out of our place because we just didn't have the money or things of that nature. I had no clue why that happened. I was also unaware of things dealing with credit because they wouldn't let my mother turn the house over to my name and allow me because they said I didn't have no credit. Well, years later, my mother ended up getting a house. She was renting, and a similar situation happened to her again, but this time it wasn't the real estate crisis. It was a landlord who was just behind on all his bills and wasn't paying things, and he had lost the house, and my mother was still paying him rent, but she was getting mail telling her that she needed to move. And she would call him like, why I'm getting mail telling me I need to move and get out this house when I'm paying you rent? And he brushed it off. So in turn, I told my mama to stop paying him rent. My mother stopped paying him rent, stacked up her bread for like a year. He started taking my mother to court for a year for a house that he did not own anymore. Well, make a long story short, he lost that case, of course. Now my mom has stacked up her rent for over a year. At this point, she's in position to buy her own place or put down her own place. So the bank who took back over, the owners took back over, told my mom, okay, cool, just pay us all that back rent and we will give you your new lease and you keep your place. They didn't do it. They took all my mother's money and told her to get out. So things I learned from real estate, the reason why I study real estate has nothing to do with getting rich. It has nothing to do with money schemes or things trying to come up on. But as if you don't know these things, they will run over you. They will roll over you. So I went and took this class, and I learned the terminology. I learned a 3-day crash course on some important things dealing with real estate. So the thing was, at the end of the class, they were trying to get people to accept mentors from the class. And so even though I paid like $300-400 for the class that was 3 days straight, for the next series of class that was going to really get you over the top and get you what you wanted, they wanted $10,000 to mentor someone. So I said, no. Now, a lot of the people there, of course, didn't have the $10,000. So what they were doing was bringing you to a computer, showing you how to call your credit cards in and make them give you more credit limit, raise your credit limit, and then swipe your way up to $10,000 just so they can mentor you. It would take years that I would find out that Robert Kiyosaki was never going to show up to that class. It would take years for me to find out that the Rich Dad Poor Dad series is only, they have permission. He's licensed out his image and his name. And they use his image and his name and use that to get you all to come to, or me, to come to the class thinking you're going to learn from Robert Kiyosaki. So I made a vow that day that though I may not go to that class and I don't have the money to find these people, but all the terminology they use, all the word they use, I took good notes. I'm going to find this stuff because everything is on the internet. So to keep in mind the things that I give you, and this is a pretty good book. It's a storytelling book. So it's not real estate lessons per se, but it's to help you learn financial literacy and why you need to know these things when dealing with finances. Everybody needs a roof over their head. So when you get this book, and then take time to go to one of those classes, sign up for one of those classes, you will learn a great amount of things dealing with real estate. And once you learn it, you'll know really if you use these tools, you don't need money or credit to get a property. No, you need money or credit. Just learn these rules. This is just the first step. I'm going to go get more in depth and detailed. But keep in mind the links I send you is just the quick ways to let you know that it is possible for you to obtain a property. And you don't need a real estate license to do it. Peace.